What's happening, guys? Welcome to Davis Daily. My name's Cory, and this is your Daily Dose of D. It's been a hot minute since we chatted last, so I just thought I'd drop in and let you guys know what's going on. I got a new job. I'm the copywriter for Alphabet. It's a full-scale marketing and advertising agency in Ottawa. Very creative, very innovative, fun place to work. So I'm super pumped about the job. I'm now almost a month into the new gig. For the time being, I'm working from home, which is basically what 2020 is all about, isn't it? There's obviously been a lot of variables at play for me to get the job or put myself in a position where I'm ready to make that change. The big thing that I attributed it to is embracing change. But I'm a creature of habit. Like most people, I kind of like things to be the way they are, and when things start to go off the rails, you get a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe fear comes into play. Just fear of the unknown. You never know what's going to happen when you try to make a change. You never know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Is the grass greener on the other side? Just came to a point where I decided that I needed a change. It was time. I had to embrace it. I had to kind of fight the fear of the unknown and just do it and just make it happen. Yeah, it was essentially about 18 months ago where I launched the Davis Daily blog. I started to do the Daily Dose of D videos regularly. Initially, it was just sort of a way to inspire me to be creative, to keep writing. It didn't take very long before all of a sudden some freelance work started coming my way, because I've been out there, I've been putting myself in a very sort of vulnerable position. The clients started coming, I started making connections, I started to network, and things really started to snowball. As the momentum picks up and I'm developing some connections, I'm starting to learn, I'm starting to grow some skills. Because I'm continually writing, I was getting better, my work was getting better, and the clients were obviously still coming in. One of those clients was eventually Alphabet. I started writing for one of their clients, which was Kayak, but within a few months, they offered me a job. And just to look back and just to kind of think about some of the things that I did to put myself in that position for them to offer me a job and for me to be ready to take that job, it has been a huge shift from my regular day-to-day. I obviously can't talk about change without mentioning the pandemic. Alphabet is based in Ottawa, so realistically, if the pandemic had not happened and sort of sped up the adaptation to remote working from home, companies being comfortable enough to trust that employees are going to be able to get their jobs done even though they're not in the office. Without the pandemic, that sort of shift wouldn't have happened. Therefore, I'm of the mind that I wouldn't have the job that I have now. It is very interesting to look at the opportunities that chaos can bring. If you start to look for opportunities, and if you're flexible enough to be able to change what you need to change in order to garner that opportunity or get some form of benefit from that opportunity. I talk about a lot on the Davis Daily, and it's something that I'm going to continue to talk about, and certainly with the new initiative with my newsletter. When I really start to look at my life as a whole, some of the biggest moments of growth and personal development came when I decided to make some big change. And there were some uncomfortable moments, which I'm going to talk about. I'm going to continue to do some videos about it. I'm going to do some blog posts about it, so stay tuned, because we are going to kind of go through some personal stories that really show if you are willing to just go for it and just try something new, it's pretty amazing the things that can happen. There's a lot of unexpected stuff that will come up. There's some stuff that you'll plan for, and there's everything in between. As cliche as it sounds, the only constant that we have is change. And that's one of the things that I kind of want to pass along, is that if you try to fight change, if you try to continually do things the same way day in, day out, if you can't be flexible to adapt to the new normal or whatever it is, You're always going to see stressors. You're always going to be looking at the negative side of things. It sucks the energy out of you, which then prevents you from doing more beneficial things in your life, being productive, being motivated to make shit happen. So it's just one of those things. You might as well just accept the change is going to happen and look for the best path to navigate that change so that maybe you come out on the other side quicker, but certainly a little bit better for it. I want to close by just encouraging you to find ways to embrace change, and it can be simple things by just trying something new. The idea is, if you just try something new and learn something new, you might find that opens some doors for you. You meet somebody that might have a connection in something else that is related to something else you got going on. It's funny just the way connections can happen. Does not necessarily have to be directly related in order for them to link together. So to close, I hope you guys continue to follow along with me. I'm going to be switching up the video format a little bit. I'm doing some blog posts and I'm going to be doing the newsletter, so I'm going to try to help keep everything connected. On that note, I'm going to be spending a little bit more time on YouTube with the videos, so if you don't mind just sliding there and hitting that subscribe button, maybe even tapping the bell so you know when I've posted a new video. I'm also going to be posting these on Instagram as well, so if you want to follow along there, thedavisdaily.com is where you'll find the blog, and then of course you can sign up to the newsletter there. So I hope you guys join me in the journey to change. Want to kind of keep inspired. If you want to share how you've embraced change and sort of the opportunities that have come about because of that, that'd be great. Success stories are awesome, but we also can talk about some of the negative stuff too and just help each other adapt and find ways to kind of get through it. And just on a final note, I'll leave you with this. Regardless of your stance on masks, at least now you are the first to know when you have bad breath. It's been your Daily Dose of D. We'll see you guys soon.